Hey everyone, Outy Outdoors here. Today I want to make a video introducing the 2021 Kawasaki Z125 Pro. This is a brand new color for 2021. I think they call it teal. I put about 300 miles on this bike so far. Bought it a couple days ago. Rode it all the way to Pennsylvania from New Jersey. They're pretty much out of stock everywhere. Kind of give you a look around of it. So far I gotta say it's slow. It's a 125. Not much you can expect coming down from 1,000 cc's. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up so you can hear how quiet it is. That's how quiet it is. You can barely tell it's even on. A couple complaints I have about this thing so far is the brakes. The brake lines are rubber. They're not braided, so the brakes barely stop you when you're coming down from a higher speed, like 40-50 miles an hour. It just doesn't work right. Other than that, you got your headlight. It's got a secondary daytime running lamp in there, that little bulb down there. So far I've managed to get about 90 miles per gallon on this thing. Gone about 45, 42. The speedometer is always off by 3 miles per hour. It'll read 3 miles per hour faster than what it's actually going. And I double checked that with GPS and radar, going past one of those little radar gun things. So I will tell you, the speedometer is off. You're not going to get an accurate reading on your speedometer. So if it says you're doing 55, 60, you're really only doing 53 or 52 and 57. I know there's not really much to say about it. I bought this bike with about 170 miles on it. See how much it has on there now. Up here is how you change your selections. Down here is how you clear them. So I got 418 miles on there. And that's just on this trip alone. I just refilled it. That's how I know I got 90 miles per gallon. I think it was like 91 miles per gallon total. The seat is very uncomfortable. I would highly recommend replacing the seat first. Between the seat and the brake lines. So currently I've ordered some brake line, the braided brake lines, which will pretty much replace this whole assembly all the way up to the master cylinder. From what I understand, it takes .4 in there. So yeah, it says .4 on there. Wow. Just having this bike for a couple days. This is the first day it hasn't rained, so this is when I chose to make the YouTube video about it. The exhaust is very quiet. Most people don't like that. I like it because I'm coming down from a 1000 cc sport bike that had chopped exhaust. That it was so loud and violent that it gave me headaches when I would ride for long periods of time. This thing I could ride all day, not disturb anyone. Well, that's my first impressions of this bike and kind of introduction for this bike to the YouTube channel. The tires it comes with suck. I don't know what they are. They're IRC something. I don't know. But they suck. I went into a corner today with a little bit of gravel and it started sliding out from underneath me, the tire. Had to quickly twitch it back up, but this bike is very twitchy in handling. That's kind of what the main point of this bike is, kind of the full round type bike, city riding. For people who are experienced riders, they can come to this bike and just go really slow, do tricks. I mean, I'm 5'2.5" and I could touch the ground with the balls of my feet on this bike. It's probably the only bike I could ever touch the ground with the balls of my feet on, other than a cruiser. So yeah, I'm probably gonna upgrade the horn too. Oh, by the way, you got LED brake lights in the back here. You don't have an LED headlight though. You just have regular halogen bulb up there and a daytime or parking lamp there. The other one turned off. You still have your parking lamp there. The mirrors are better than what come on the Grom. It's got these. I will say these mirrors suck. Okay, these mirrors suck because you cannot see behind you. You pretty much see your arms because the way your hand's positioned, that's what you see. Just your arm right there in the middle of the mirror. Or actually you'll see it at the corner of the mirror here while you're riding. So as far as under the seat, how you get under the seat, there's a little keyway under here. I didn't notice it at first. I was looking for a way to take the seat off to check to see if the toolkit was there and put my registration under there. But yeah, key goes in there. You gotta turn it. I got some extra things on here. Yeah. And this is what under the seat looks like. You don't got any storage for gloves like you do on normal bikes. And on the bottom of the seat, not much of anything, just a toolkit with my registration strapped to it. I did install these straps here for my seat bag. It's a 30-liter Kriega bag that I use on pretty much all my motorcycles. It's a universal bag, so but this seat's really small, so it makes it very hard, makes it very uncomfortable to sit like that for long periods of time with the bag on. So I'll probably end up getting the rear rack system. That's like $100 that mounts back here, and it goes right here between your fender and your tail light, and these bolts underneath here hold it together. And yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Most people will do the fender eliminator. I keep the fenders on my bikes. I don't see any point to take them off. I'm not really in it for looks. I mean, if I was in it for looks, I probably wouldn't have bought a Z125 because these are not the best looking bikes. I was going to get a Honda Grom, but Honda Groms are sold out everywhere for the next couple months. And they were about just under $5,000 to get a Honda Grom. Now, one advantage that the Honda Grom does have over this Z125 is 2021 Z125s only have a 4-speed transmission. The Honda Grom 2022 has a 5-speed. I don't think they made a 2021 Grom. At least I haven't seen too many of them. I think they did, but they have the 4-speed transmission on the 2021 Grom. But for 2022, they put 5-speed on there. I did want to go for a Brembo brake system. The one up front is like Nissan. I had those, a bigger version of those on some other bikes. They were okay, but most people say that replacing that brake line with a braided brake line is going to fix most of the braking issues. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing as a Honda Grom. A little bit lighter. Shock is in a slightly different place, so it's on the side instead of in the middle on the Grom. Brakes are a little smaller than the Grom. The seat is 1 inch higher than the Grom, which I don't really like having the higher seat height.